Good evening, friends. Thank you very much for inviting me to share with you on my view that I believe is worth on the matter of career guidance and counseling. I'm speaking this in line with the interest of the following men and women who have contributed fully to the body of knowledge. First, I want to look at the researchers. Second, I want to look at the writers. Third, I want to look at the teachers. Fourth, I want to look at the video shooters, especially the media houses who have contributed fully by inviting different stakeholders. And lastly, I want to look at the publishers. I want to look at this issue at this time when we've had a lot of noise in schools, especially strikes, burning of schools, and all that. Especially this second term has been one of the worst. As a teacher and a writer, I want to involve the following friends in this lecture hall so that we can share together this talk. The first and my best authorities are as follows. One, Professor Monica Mweseli, University of Nairobi, Department of Literature. Two, Professor Austin S.L. Bukenya, a literature scholar. Three, Professor Igara Kabaji, literature scholar. Four, Dr. David Mulwa, theatre arts specialist, also a literature scholar. And lastly, among many others, Professor Vicky Hassandi, Laikipia University, Dean, a scholar of literature. I don't want to forget my very close friends that I've always heard them speak or at one time done something that contributed to my research and my writing, and even to enable me prepare this teacher module on CGC, Career Guidance and Counseling. The first one is my own president of this country, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, when he says that it is not what he has done, but it is because I was blind, but now I see. He's one of the men who has contributed fully to the body of knowledge with his very able government that has made education to be where it is. The second one are the media houses, not forgetting Hassan Mwana wa Ali, by another name, I think Kauleni, Radio 47, they have contributed so well in one way or another. Some children in our estates, you would ask them, you want to be who when you finish school? They say, my favorite is so and so. So among others, I want to bring in the touch of this very good teacher by the name Mashirima Kapombe and the friend called Mwalimu Nyaga, Mwalimu Munene Nyaga on Friday. Then I want to bring in the best career holders of arts in football or sports rather, Radio 47, Fred Arocho and his friend, the young, talented boys, including these boys who have always brought it very well. And Radio Citizen, Mwashumbe in Radio 47, and he's here in Radio Citizen and others. Generally, career has to be developed from the source of what we see, not necessarily what we hear or what we read. So the main purpose of this talk, as you have invited me to share my part of idea, is that this talk has not yet hit the teacher position. So according to me, I'm going to talk about developing the power of career guidance and counseling strictly on a teacher model, or rather teacher module form. I've quoted the above because these are the type of children we rear, and some of them want to be footballers. They want to look at people who have achieved, and we look at people who have achieved by looking at the past. I also don't want to forget in the world of creativity, Mr. Okwemba from Radio KBC. He has done so well when he invites those experts and they talk of what they have done. That one makes the children feel like they are doing something. But then the most important question here is, where is the missing link? Where is the gap? Is it because they don't know, or they have no interest? So I want to look at it from the fashion of success. So I want to invite you once again in the following 4 different types of lecture halls. Then you will see how you fit in yourself. The first class of lecture that I want all of us to see, and it is very important, is called, the first class of lecture that I want all of us to see and see whether you can fit in, is the lecture forum. The lecture forum is a type that uses the end of the class or lecture to ask questions from every brief discussion which may be ensured. So this is where I expect the students from grade 6 JSS, that is from the age of 12 up to probably Form 4, the high schools, at the age of 20. They listen very close. Then as parents, you allow them to do what? Ask questions. The second one is the lecture discussion. This involves a lecture followed by a discussion. This is where I want all the classes of people to come in. The parents, the teachers, and the stakeholders in education, e.g. the Kwaso department. My friend Fidelis Nahulo, educational consultant, is very keen about these areas. Then the third lecture is the brains, trust, or panel. The brains, trust, or panel. This is where I want the university dons and the writers to come in and critically give their own experience as experts and give their comments. Then the third lecture is mine. I'm a directed tutorial discussion holder. I'm going to speak, and then you make your own comments, then you respond as time goes by. The most important question is, why do we have these challenges? What are some of the silent obstacles that we face in our Department of Career Guidance and Counseling? What is this that has not been merged in well? So I want to invite all the principals in secondary schools, all the teachers, all the primary teachers, all the primary heads, so that we can see how to promote it in one way or I've been in many schools. For reference, in 2005, I was in Jamhuri High School with Mrs. Mwangi. By then, the principal was my friend in Njoroge. The school did very well. They had never gotten a mean of B minus, but from their recommendation, they got. In 2006, I was in Alliance High with Mr. Oshiri, head of English. We had a very good time with the boys from 4 to around 6. And they confirmed that readership of poetry is really key. And so many other schools. So, not forgetting the principal Mngaturo Kisumu Day and so many others that I've worked very close with, including Kim Girls in Cheptais. I hear she retired last month, and so many others. So to start, let me put this introduction clear about CGC and why I want us to hold it keen. I want everybody who is a teacher to get the following. Don't miss the following. Number one, lend me your ears and give me your undivided attention. Number two, any good listener should be a good person to write. Have the following with you: 2 blue pens, 1 black pen, and 1 red pen. And lastly, at the end of the talk, give me your feelings, your emotions, your ideas, your comments, your constructive criticism, your questions, and I will respond through my secretariat. Thank you, and let us start. This talk is designed for secondary schools in Kenya. As the landscape of education, unemployment continues to evolve rapidly. The importance of equipping young learners with the right guidance cannot be overstated. I'm speaking this so heavily because, to my own opinion, I believe that minus these, then the challenges of striking, banning schools, so on and so forth will happen. Because some of them even don't know why they go to school. They only come to know very late when they're almost doing exams about humanities, sciences, the courses they'll do in the university and all that. But we need to start it early. So this talk reflects the collective commitment to nurturing informed, confident, and adaptable individuals who can meet current job market demands and contribute to Kenya's social economic development. That is why, in this respect, I want to thank so many governors, members of parliament, everybody that has contributed to the success of the education of the Kenyan student. So Kenya is a country that believes in SOFA Vision 2030 to succeed. And this Vision 2030 cannot succeed if we have not put our children on the right track in advance. So unemployment remains significant challenge, particularly for young people. It is a significant challenge, particularly for young people. That is why you will see a very young boy waking up in the morning saying, I'm going to fight for my country. Where? In the Maandamano. Why? Because he or she does not even know why he is there. But if you have a vision of being somebody in future, talk of your own profession and your own desire and career. You will not wake up and go to throw stones and harm people because you know anything bad can happen. You will not wake up and burn your school